What's going on, everybody? How's your Friday going? We're excited over here at Wheel RC because today we got a little mail call. I found some lights on Amazon. I'll post a link below, as they would say. And we are going to put some taillights in our Axial scx24 Bronco. That's right. So we got her out, and beautiful scale detail on this truck. The only thing they didn't do was put, some taillights in it. So we're going to put some taillights. And the kit that I found, check this out. So the kit that I found actually comes with little, grille guards for the lights. So I'll show you guys how we're going to drill out the little holes, and we're going to set these things up so they look good. And then on the inside it's got this little cover that goes over the light on the inside, so the light don't bleed out and it don't make just shoots light everywhere. So, and I'm pretty sure, if I read the description right, that these are red, so they should look really good on the tail lights. So that's what we're going to do. And to do this, you're going to need a little bit of solder and soldering iron. If you've got one of these little handy hand drills, they work really great. They come in super handy for the hobby. You're gonna need a wrench, 0.05 millimeter, and the kit comes with some hardware and some screws. And yeah, we're gonna take it step by step. I'll disassemble the truck a little bit, get the body off, and then we'll attach the lights and solder it up, and I'll show you how I get them all. I'll get it all set up and make it look good, right? Because we keep it wheel, and that's what we do at Wheel RC. Nice scale detail. It's going to be fun to have some little tail lights driving away from you. So, all right, guys, coming up, we'll get on the bench and set up our tail lights. So I took the body off, removed the chassis, the interior liner. Disconnected my servo because, cowboy, he has his head moving. We did that last time. Okay, and so I took the body off. All right, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how we're going to put the grill cover, how we're going to get the grill cover set, and we're going to get it ready to do that. And that's what we're going to look like when we're done. So it sits on there pretty good. It looks pretty sharp. I like it. And then you can see I've already started with some of the wiring, and we'll get into that to the next step. But right now, let's go into how I got my location for my light, my little light, right? My grill cover, right? So what I used, where'd it go? Oh, it's behind my coffee. We got Spider-Man coffee tonight. So what I used was a little piece of double stick tape, and you took the double stick tape. Kind of a big piece, but I took a smaller piece, and I put it on over the light, and I kind of lined it up. I lined it up at the outside edge because this new piece of tape. All right, that's a better piece. All right, so we take a little piece of double stick tape, and I lined it up at the outside edge because our light cover has a little lip on it, so it kind of blocks the light from coming out the side. So there you go, just like that. I put a piece of double stick tape over that lens, and then I'm going to take the rock guard cover, the light cover, and I'm going to put it where I want it, and give it a little press down into that double stick tape to get it set in there. All right, and there you go. Now we've got grill covers on the rear lights, and what I'm going to do there. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my nifty little hand drill that I got on Amazon, and it's got some little bits that it comes with that are actually the right size for this. It said hobby drill, so I guess it was made for that. So I'm going to kind of get that in the camera there. I'm going to kind of pinch that with my finger right there to kind of hold that light, because even though I'm running this drill bit through it, it's going to catch a little bit, and I don't want it to come off while I'm doing this. I want the holes to get lined up. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that drill bit in the hole, apply some pressure, and just like that, just turn that drill bit. This thing is so cool. and it's just steadily drilling through that plastic. Easy peasy. Okay, and then I'm going to do the bottom hole, get it through there a little bit. Okay, once you got, you got pretty much a good mark, you can take the lens cover out of your way, take the double stick tape off, and then you'll have two distinct spots where you've been drilling in, and you'll see them. You just get your drill bit back in the hole. A little plastic there. There we go. Let's get up in that camera. That's one. Maybe if I do it this way, get a better view of the second hole. There we go. There you go. That's the second hole. Okay. Now you take your Grille Guard, and you're gonna need to get some longer screws. I have a little bin that I collect all my little screws out of, and this is actually the skid plate chassis screw from I swapped out for an aluminum one, and this is an extra plastic one. And yep, just put one of your screws in there, because you're gonna need a little bit of longer screw because you got to catch this inside cup, and the screws they send are too short. So then once you get your two screws in there, you send them through, and let's see if I can get you in that body to see that. Move these wires out of your way. There you go, you can see that in there, where that light is sitting, and she's sitting pretty. She almost looks factory. That looks really good. Alright, so next up, from there, you're going to get your other light assembled. We're not going to go into that whole thing right now. I'm going to do it and come back. And when I got my soldering iron warmed up, and when we come back with the soldering, we're going to need the soldering iron and some solder and some shrink wrap, and we'll get the job done. Guys, once you get this thing assembled, you'll have the rear end looking like this. You got your grill covers on. Interior, I put a little dab of hot glue on the LEDs just to kind of hold them in place. They fit kind of snug, but I use my little reamer to open them up to get the light to sit really nice and deep in there. So make sure you get everything fitted before you screw it together and it fits the way you like it. And then I just put a little dab of hot glue to hold the LEDs in place. And now we are ready to wire it up. The soldering gun is hot, and we are going to cut off some wires and solder them together. So you're gonna need a soldering iron, a little bit of solder, and then some of these little doodads right here, some heat shrink tubing, so we can make it all professional like. All right, so let's see. We'll get down to this. Let's see. All right, cutting some wires here. Let's see, we got the soldering iron ready. Alright. Which one do I want to keep? I kind of like the heavier wire off the new light, so I'm going to keep that one. We're going to say goodbye to the old Axial one. We'll throw that in the bin for a project. And then we're just going to cut this other one off right here. Boom, boom. And then we're going to take our fingers. We should be able to take our fingers and strip these wires. Yep. Boom. Yep. About a 1/4 inch or so. Don't need a whole lot. There we go. I'll give it a little on this one. Okay, then we'll do this one. That one's a little tougher. There we go. I don't like using wire snips on this wire because a lot of times you'll cut one of those little braids out and you just lose the wire. Alright, we'll take a scissor. We don't need this big piece of tubing, so we'll just take a scissor and cut it in half, save a little bit for another time. The same with the black one, we'll cut it in half. Alright, a couple bits of shrink wrap. You want to put these on first. Do not make the mistake, I've made it many times, of not putting them on. And then the other thing is you want to get them away from the area you're soldering, because believe it or not, the wire is going to get hot and it makes the stuff start to shrink prematurely. And I've had it where this is fairly large shrink wrap for the wire we're using, but I've had it shrink up on me where I couldn't get it over my solder joint. So that's that. Do this off the truck, guys. Unplug your batteries. Don't solder to the truck with the battery on. Whatever you guys do, take this apart. Take the time to do it right. Do not solder with this thing plugged in to your battery. Alright, so now I'm just going to twist all my reds together, and then I'm going to solder them together. A lot of times, if I'm doing something with FPV or whatnot, I tin all the wires and get them to stick. But this is just some LED lights, so we're not gonna be over the top. We don't need to worry about it. Get them all lined up, and then twisto. Make sure they stay together. All right, and that should hold them together. Okay, and then we'll take the old Weller soldering iron here. Make sure the window's open. Don't put your face over this stuff. This is not healthy to breathe in by any means. And let's see if we get a good shot here of this thing. Let's move it. Yeah, right about there. You can see it pretty good. And we're just going to, yeah, soldering's pretty easy when you get used to it. You get that solder flow into the wire. And you'll actually watch it. There you go. You see all that smoke? That's what I'm saying. You don't want to put your face over this, guys. That's it. There's the red. Put that in the old holster there. And we'll do the black. Ooh, that's hot. And just get them all, 3 little Indians. Line them up. Twist them out. Okay, make sure they stay together. Let's see, you see it right there. Can you see those? There you go. Okay, and we're just gonna, I mean, you could touch the top and that solder just wicks into that wire. That's what you want. There you go, it's good hot. Okie dokie. Soldered in. We now have scx24 advanced lighting. And we are going to take this and stick this in the shrink wrap like this. Get your solder joint in that one. And then we're going to take this and just bend this wire down. Stick it in there. I had a little heat gun that blew hot air. We'll just do this old school. Do it a little lighter. Don't melt your wires, guys. Don't singe the wires. Just get it hot. It'll start, once you see it start shrinking, you can pretty much move the heat off of it. It'll do its, kind of do its thing. You can feel it. Yeah, a little more. Alright. There we are. All wired in. I guess we should plug it in now and we'll give it a test to make sure it works. So let's do that. Let's I got my let's pick this up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so I got my my truck right here, and I moved the mounting bracket for the body over to the side so I can get a good shot at the servo, the ESC, and receiver combo. Let's see, make sure that's the right direction, and this goes into channel 3. Let's see if I get in there, in the down low position. Okay, I think I got it in there first try. Not bad. Let's see. Oh, we gotta put the battery in it. Yeah, like I said, don't do it with the battery in it. So we didn't. The battery was on the charger. Alright, plug the battery in. Let's get the transmitter. Let's turn the transmitter on. Okay, turn the car on. Booyah. Do you see? Oh boy. There we go. Oh, we got one fell out. I guess I didn't hot glue that one in there good enough. Okay. There they are. Look at that. Oh, let's see if I can get a close up. Close up, close up. That's it. They look good. I like them. I got a little light sneaking out the sides. We might have to, I can see it bleeding through the body a little bit. Might have to make a little shield in there or something to block the light. But overall, man, that's a good look. Alright, so now I'm going to button this thing up, and we'll get a look at it as it's finished up, and we'll wrap this video up. Alright guys, so there we had it. We wrapped it up. We got the, I buttoned her up. I put her all back together. There's the Bronco. Let's, shall we hit the lights? Oop. There you go. Oh, look how nice that looks. Yeah, we get a little bit of bleed through on the sides there. But it does look, let's see. It looks really good. I'm happy with it. There you go. We've got taillights. Not bad. Not bad at all. It took me about 45 minutes or so. And I even put a little jumper in there in case I want to do rock lights. Very happy with it. Quick little mod. Add some scale detail. We got the driver's head in there turning now, and we got the tail lights. So she's coming along really nice. This thing's climbing great. We got I put the high links in there and the Anora purple motor. You can see, oh, it's up on the top. Let me get a peek inside. You can see how that wiring came out. Oh. There you go. You can see how the wiring came out. You can see the purple Anora. Love that motor. So far, it's doing really well. And that's it. We'll call it another project as a success. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell on the way out. And yeah, bum bum bum. Taillights with covers, with rock covers. Woohoo! All right, guys, have a good one. See you next time on Wheel RC.